NTPC Green Energy Limited has officially commissioned a 270 megawatt capacity at its Khavda 2 solar PV project in Gujarat. This expansion pushes the group's total installed capacity to 9,562.68 megawatts, solidifying its status as a top renewable energy player in India. Southeastern Coalfields Limited has introduced a modern low-height continuous miner at the Bartarai underground mine. The move aims to modernize mining operations, significantly boosting coal production while ensuring higher safety standards for workers. The Public Enterprises Selection Board has recommended Subhasi Sengupta for the post of Director Operations at RINL. Sengupta, currently with SAIL's Durgapur Steel Plant, was selected during the board's high-level meeting in New Delhi. Following SEBI guidelines, REC Limited has opened a special one-year window for the transfer and dematerialization of physical securities. Investors have from February 2026 to February 2027 to process securities purchased before April 2019. Indian Overseas Bank has been served a tax demand notice of 502.29 crore rupees for the assessment year 2017 to 18. The notice from the Income Tax Department follows an order issued by the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal in Chennai. The EPFO has recommended a robust 8.25% interest rate for Provident Fund accumulations for the 2025 to 26 financial year. The board also cleared a new amnesty scheme and a pilot project for the automatic settlement of small inoperative accounts. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation has announced the appointment of Vinod Seshan as a government nominee director. The company confirmed the board update in a regulatory filing to both the National Stock Exchange and BSE. IRCTC has informed stock exchanges that Sunil Benewal has been repatriated from the company effective March 9, 2026. This change in senior management follows a specific directive issued by the Railway Board. NLC India is setting new benchmarks by transforming mined-out lignite land into green landscapes and eco-parks. Their systematic reclamation process is turning industrial overburden dumps into productive agricultural zones and water reservoirs. IDFC First Bank confirmed it has paid 645 crore rupees to clients regarding a branch incident in Chandigarh. This final payout is 55 crore rupees higher than the bank's initial estimate of 590 crore rupees in principal claims.